It's amazing to me how many people that we get in here that see our cars online come in from Chicago, Detroit, South Bend, Fort Wayne, Grand Rapids, and they are just amazed that dealerships like us still exist. We view our customers as friends. They know that they can count on us.
This year, I guess, seems to be like a first year for me also. Totally different team from last year. With injuries, different personnel. You know, I do have quite a few players coming back, but just getting used to it again as far as a different style. Not changing my style, but just different athletes, so I have to change what I do with these athletes. So, you know, last year was kind of a, what do you want to call it? DeMarco was kind of the best player, and he had every athletic ability there. But this year, I think we're kind of more meshed with, you know, I can go a lot more deeper than on the bench than I can last year. So I think it's just going to be a different game that I got to prepare for with my team this year, with the depth of my bench. Chase LeBar obviously hurt his knee, injured his knee, I think the third or fourth game of the season last year before Christmas, I think. It was against Constantine, day after. But anyway, he's coming back from his knee injury. You know, it's going to be tender this year. I mean, I just have to play with. Guess I can't go into it scared. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. But we can't go, oh, you can't do this or can't do that, because that's not going to help everyone. So we're just going to go with what we have. And no, as far as I know, nobody's injured right at the moment. Key players are all healthy right now, and we should be good to go. Well, obviously, Chase being a senior, his third year on varsity, I mean, he's got to be in the talk of being a starter. Colton Gosho from last year, he's coming back at junior this year, sophomore last year. Those are really the only two definites that I have in mind, but as far as the others, like I said, I think we're going to be deep this year, so I'm going to stress, hey, you need to work hard to get a starting spot, and that could change depending on what team we play too. I'll look at the matchups of teams and say, well, this kid's going to be better than this one during that game. So, you know, it's going to be practice hard to get your minutes, to get a starting, but I don't focus, I guess I'm old school. I mean, starting doesn't matter much to me. If you come off the bench and do a great job, that's just enough as starting for me. So that's why this year I see that's what I got to focus on a lot more, is getting the kids to understand, hey, even if you don't start, that doesn't mean you're not important, because you could come in and play more than minutes than a starter depending on who has a good night and who doesn't. So you know how the basketball is, fast-paced and up and down, so it just depends on how the game goes. Well, obviously I moved Brady Reynolds up with 10 games left because of his hustle and determination. So he's on the radar of, yeah, he's got some varsity experience. So like I said, the other two are Colton and Chase. JV-wise coming up. I need a point guard, so Tyler Carpenter can read the floor well. Dustin Spencer transferred from Constantine, so he's going to be in the mix too. He's a senior, so looking for his leadership as a point guard also, or two-guard front. So the others, you know, kind of feel in they're returning, and I am bringing Hayden Stauffer up as a sophomore, so that's kind of what my team looks like. New Buffalo's, I think they got a lot of returning, seeing a lot of seniors on the team, so I think they're going to be tough. Cass is always going to be their athletic ability. Looking at their football, you know, program, you know, they were good. So depending how many guys come out for basketball from that, but New Buffalo Cass probably 1, 2, and then all the coaches do a good job of being competitive. So the next, what do you want to say, 3 on down to 6 is going to be whoever shows up that night and has a mentality to play hard will come out on top. So it's hard to say. I'd like to be in there, yes, but again, I got to get the kids ready and focused on basketball